Hey all, Brad here with another repair. This is for customer Jay. Sent in a box full of boards and got a few here I'm going to show in this video. So this is a Rev D MPU. I have a photo album I showed before pictures. This one was kind of suspect. He wasn't sure if we'd be able to do it. It had quite a bit of corrosion from some alkali leakage, and also when those alkaline batteries decompose, they give off hydrogen gas so that it rises up, and it swept through. It killed these 6 sockets on the end I had to replace for the 4116 DRAM. A little bit of corrosion over here. I did wash this in simple green bath, and I also used some stronger acid on it to remove some surface corrosion. Normally I tend to steer away from these, but this is a Rev D board, and I've done a lot of work for this customer, so I tried to bring it back, and it turned out I think it's going to be real reliable and solid. On the Rev D, also the inductors over here, it had the vertical ones that tend to bend and get flimsy. I've got these horizontal rigid ones. Did put 3 new Nichicon filter capacitors for the -5, 5, and 12 volts. I also, on all the boards, I replaced this Zener diode here, ZR2. This is there's 2 Zeners, one that monitors the 12 volt, and this one is supposed to be for the 5. The original value on these is like 3.6 volts, and what happens is if you put in a switching power supply and it has to rely on this Zener to reset, to pull the CPU into reset, the voltage drops way too low, you know. So I put a 4.7 volt in here on all these, and that really, basically, if that 5 volt drops down to 4.7, it'll snap the CPU into reset mode and prevent any CMOS RAM errors and things like that, where you lose your high scores, your settings, and that. So just that little 20-cent diode, Zener diode, does the job. I also replace a aluminum electrolytic here with a tantalum 22 microfarad, and this is for the soft start also, so when you first power up, it lets the 5 volts get nice and stable everywhere on the board before it pulls the CPU out of reset. Also replaced all the Molex headers on the board. Labels on the decoders were pretty rough. Replaced those with reproduction ones I make. This board also had a 7400 gate here array that was bad, and cleaned it up again. Corrosion was most of the issues. The board probably got pulled originally because of this chip being bad. Also on this bench right now was sent in this Sinistar Widget board, IO board, and the complaint on it was stuck down after warm up. So I went through and replaced the ribbon cable, replaced the electrolytic cap, replaced the Molex header here. Original one had the round pins in it. It's got the nice square ones. This is a factory Molex correct part, 15 pin. And then put it on the bench and let it run overnight. What I would guess is if it was acting up, it was probably the ribbon cable. The old one was pretty shabby. So it's rock solid now. I couldn't get it to reproduce that issue, but again, it's probably the ribbon cable. And then the customer also sent in another I/O board here, and this one was completely dead. It turned out to be the PIA on this, the peripheral interface adapter, which is a 6821. It basically muxes all this stuff and communicates back to the CPU on the board. So pop that in, rock solid again. This one had been serviced before. It's got a new ribbon, new cap, and it does have the 2 new Molex headers here, a 15 pin and a 12 pin, and you can see these have the square pins as well. So I will power this guy up on the bench, and get this tripod in a position where you can see it. I will pop the battery out of this and clear the CMOS, so if this Rev D MPU gets used on Robotron or something else, it really won't be an issue. So I can go ahead here and coin it up. And we'll start a game. I'll bump the volume up a little bit. So the gameplay is fine. Board's rock solid. I'm going to drop into diagnostics. No RAM errors. No CMOS errors. Sound tests. Again, I'm not really testing the soundboard on this one. But here's the switch test for that I/O board, and you can see the way this works with the 49 ways. You've got up and down. There's actually 6 positions in a direction, and then same for left and right. So as I move the controller up, you'll see direction 1 was triggered, so it knows it's up. And then when you release, you go to center, and then you go up until they clear. and then left, they disappear. You go right, and it shows the direction one right. So that's how the 49 way works. And then we also have left coin, start, fire, and Cinnabomb. Grid lines, just set your convergence, red, green, blue, color bars, bookkeeping data, and your settings screen, and then back to a track mode. So again, MPU, 2 I/O boards in this video covered. I still have a soundboard that we did for the customer and 2 Moon Patrol boards. I'll make separate videos for those. Thanks for watching.